Hi everyone, this is Tim O'Neill, founder of Digital Paint Magazine and owner of Digital Art Academy. And we have sessions that are going on starting tomorrow. Session 1 for the new year starts actually tomorrow on the 1st. And there's a whole bunch of classes, but I wanted to give you a brief visual piece, a sneak peek at the composition course that is there. And so this little video that follows is one section of 1 week. They're 4-week classes, and this is the last assignment, the last piece of the first week that we talk about here. So I just thought I'd put it up and kind of give you an idea of what might be in this class, and that's it. Enjoy. Okay, this next piece is one of my paintings, and it is called Are You a Hero? And no, this is my youngest son, Noah, and he is there talking to a Marine officer. So let's take a peek at this from a structural composition point of view. First there's a couple different things. Let me grab a brush here. Can I do that? Yeah, let's grab a brush. And I want to see how we get into this image and kind of what's going on there. And there's a few different things. First, our soldier, his face is the lightest and the brightest, and it's not the most contrasty. Right here is the most contrasty. But let's look at a few different things. People's eye may enter this image differently, but here are a couple different things that we can look at. First, if your eye happens to go to this spot right here, because it's the lightest and the brightest, then what will happen is you pop into this spot and you will still go directly up to his face. Because if you go down this direction, notice head is tilted back and he's looking up at the face, and so it's going to bring you right back up there as well. So that's what will happen if we happen to pop in at that location. What if we happen to come in at the bottom here? Then what we have is we have leading lines going into the image, and then we have a piece of color and contrast going up, and again it's pointing directly towards our soldier's face. Same thing here. This is all going to take us up to our soldier's face. Everything points that direction from the bottom. Now, one thing, or a couple different things that also that we have going on are if we come in here, which I would like people to do, if we miss, we've got it covered. But if people come in where we want them to, directly at his face, then we also have a nice triangular structure like this that is pretty strong, and it will lead everything back. We'll go through the primary portion of the image and back to our primary target, which is the face. Now there's a few things here that I missed, and I should have done this on a layer. I could have turned it off. But basically, we could improve this in a couple different directions. One, if we were to raise his leg a little bit, I could have done that when I photographed the reference, or I could have painted it in. And why I would like to do that is because I want, and you can't see it now, but there is a highlight right here. We would come in and make that highlight stronger, make this shadow stronger, raise both of those up, and now this line right here is going to be hitting our target of the flag. So we would come in up at the top here, boom, we would go down, we would see this highlight, doggone it, and then we would come across to the next lightest place, the flag, and then we would go right back up to his face. So we'd kind of make that little transition like that. So we can improve this by raising his leg. We also could improve it by deepening the shadow underneath the box here and making a brighter highlight on the top here, and just a little one right there, again to point over to our next target, which would be the flag. Then the other thing that we could do is if we, and you can see if you're looking at this whole image, you can see that it has a vignette around it. This corner here could be darkened down a little bit, and this corner could be darkened down even a little bit more. You can see we do have a vignette around it. But another thing I think that we could do is if we popped in here and we made a shadow. In other words, this area here became shadow, so that this light spot here is now pointing and getting, if we happen to come in towards the left, then it will drive our eye down here to the paper. Then again, we'll either zip down through his leg over to Noah and then up, or if we brought the shadow a little bit higher, in other words, up in here, this be shadow, this be highlight, then we would have, we'd pop right down here. If our eye came in here, we'd follow it down, we'd hit this paper and bounce right back up into him. So anyway, a little brief kind of compositional structure piece on how this image is put together and how we could actually, in my opinion, improve it a little bit. So there you go. We have some nice scribbles on there, and that'll help us break down this image.